Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of week 10. In this lesson, we are going to continue with our workflow automation and we are going to create a function that will serve as a pipeline runner and also implement logging. Now, we chain functions together. Pipeline runner is like the conductor that calls each step in the correct order and it will log what happens at each stage. Now, logging is not optional, it's something that you have to do, especially in a production environment. You need to have a paper trail of every transformation the data went through. And so that's what we are going to do in this second function, which will serve as our second step of the automation process. Now, if you took our Python fundamental course, you will recall that we looked at Python modules and we're going to use some of the inbuilt Python modules here. We will use login. And so for this step, we're going to import login. Now, we want to configure login to write to both the console and to log in a log file. So let's do the configuration first. So we'll say login.basic, I think it's written like this, basic conf. So login.basic config, we want the level. Now we have different login level. When we have login.info, it will record a normal informational message, right? And to appear in the console and log files. But when we have warning, it will record an unusual condition that is not an error, but it should be noted. When we have error, it will record the error. The pipeline can continue, but it will tell you something is wrong. And then when we raise assertion error with a message, we will use to validate data. So we're going to do it like this. Let's say we want to make the login level to be info. So we'll say level is equal to not info. So you have to read about the login module if you can't recall or if you have no information about this. So the format, now let's put the format. We want it to have like maybe the time, the level name and the message, something like that. So let's use now we want to define the handlers for the console output and to save to a file. So we'll say handler is equal to, this will be a list. We want it to login.stream handler and then we want it to write to a file. So login.file handler and then let's create a file pipeline.log. So it will be saved to this file. Now we have done the login configuration. We want to now create a function that will run the pipeline. So let's create def run pipeline. Let's call this function run pipeline. For this pipeline, we want to specify the file path. You see that when we did this, we just passed in a data frame, but let's specify a file path here. So for us to do that, let me just call the parameter file path. The expected data type is a string and the return type will be data frame. Okay, so we want it to return a data frame. We want to load CSV. We want to clean and then return analysis ready data frame. That's what we want to do. So the first step is we will let's just have a login information to say the pipeline has started, input file, and then put the file path, right? So let's do something like this, login.info. So we'll put an information so we will know every step in the process. It's just like the chain of information of all the process that the data went through. So pipeline started and then we'll say input file and then file path. So this will give the information. Then we'll now start step 1. We want to load the data. So we are loading a CSV. That's our example. So we'll say pd.read CSV and we'll put the file path. Then we want to log whatever happens here. So we'll say login info. So we'll say loaded. Let's put the length of the file, right? So let's say loaded df. So we read this into a data frame. So we'll say loaded length df. Let's say the number of rows and then we want to get the number of columns. So length df.columns, I think. So it tells you the number of rows and the number of columns that is loaded. That's for step 1. Step 2 now is we'll clean the data. So we'll say df is equal to df, or let's say df is equal to clean data df. Now here I'm using this function that we already created to clean the data. So I call this function here. So it runs this pipeline, right? So I just use the function here to clean it. And then I'll put the login information. So login.info will now be data cleaning complete when this is done. And then the last step we want to do is to validate. So we want it to fail loudly if something unexpected happens. So let's do that. We'll say assert. Every time we validate, it's like we're testing. So tf.isNull. So it's just like what we did before to make sure that no missing value remains after cleaning, like we did final shape here, and we use this to validate the cleaning. We want it to be equal to 0. Missing values remain after cleaning. So this is assert. So we were going to assert something here. So let's say assert here the length of the data frame greater than 0, and we want to assert data frame is empty after cleaning. So we want to return false. Let's just log this and stuff in login.info. And now we will put validation passed, no missing value, and then we now return there. So this is what we want to return at the end. So what we have here is the assert. We have the assert, we have the condition, and then we have the message. And this will raise assertion error with the message if the condition is false. Okay, so this is for validation. So in the next lesson, we're going to look at the command line interface with AgPass. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.